Hey guys, it's Ryan from DisneyPinsBlog.com, and today I want to show you my Tower of Terror pin collection. Let's go! Alright guys, I have a decent amount of Tower of Terror, the Hollywood Tower Hotel pins, so I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as I can. I'm probably not going to take any off the board and show the backs of them just because it'll take me forever, but if you guys have any questions on any of them, just leave a comment below and I'll try to give you guys some more information on them. Alright, so first here is one from Disneyland Paris. As you can see, it looks very similar to the one out in California. It says the Hollywood Tower Hotel. It's got the sweet palm trees on it, and it says Tower of Terror. Next, here is another one. It says the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and it has Mickey looking into the service elevator. Not 100% sure, but I think this is just a Disney Parks exclusive. Next, I thought this one was really cool. It features Scoop Sanderson from Main Street in front of the hotel. And it has a weird looking Pluto toy dog at the bottom, but I think it's a really unique pin. Pin on pin design. You can see Mickey here has pops out a little bit. Next, this one here has Goofy on it, and this is actually a slider element in here. It moves up and down, and it says drop into the zone. Next, this is a newer key, HTH key. There's an older one from a couple years back, which I have that one as well. But yeah, this is the newest version. Next, here we have newer hidden Mickey pins. These are from the year 2015. It's just the Hollywood Tower Hotel costume, and that's the normal version, and that's the chaser version. Next, this is a license plate from a booster pin set. It says going down with the tower in the background. Next here, this is a really cool one. I think it's a really cool artwork. This is a Florida version of the tower. Has Goofy, Pluto, Donald, and Mickey in the front looking scared. And here's that older version of Key that I just mentioned. It's got the little dangle here as well. Alright, next, this is a newer open edition pin. It says your room is ready with that cool artwork for the bellhop. Here's a really cool one. I believe this is from California or Paris, because you can tell by the tower hotel design. It says the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and you see Daisy and Donald in the elevator car. Here's another newer open edition pin, rack pin featuring Chip and Dale. It says the Hollywood Tower Hotel, 1313, Hollywoodland, California. And has a little dangle element for the key. Next, we have a Stitch pin as the bellhop. He's cutting the elevator cable. And here's another cool one that came out last year, I believe. Open edition, but it's a hinge pin, a double hinge pin actually. So it opens up, you see Stitch there cutting the cable, and then boom, it snaps, and then Mickey and Minnie are falling in the service elevator, which I think that's such a cool pin. Alright, below that we have another Stitch pin. I believe this is a Paris pin. It says Tower of Terror at the bottom. Here's a Do Not Disturb sign for your door. Here's a Mickey icon pin with the costume, the bellhop costume. Here's another newer open edition pin, service elevator, Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and you got the characters in there. And then this slides as well. They slide down. I forget where the slider is on it, but they slide down. They're like ghosts at the bottom. Here's another Stitch pin eating that dang cable. He loves it, eating and busting the elevator cars up. Below here we have a cool TV set. It fades to the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Then E equals MC squared. And then you see scared Donald, Goofy, and Mickey. Next here you see a villainous Pluto outside the hotel. I believe that's a California exclusive, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Here's an older open edition pin with stitch inside again, cutting that dang cable. And these are doors here. They slide and it forms the letter B for basement. And yeah, you can slide them back open then. Okay, over here is an older one from Florida. The Hollywood Tower Hotel, Tower of Terror again. It's a cool style. And then here is another newer open edition pin featuring Goofy as the bellhop, and he has a movable arm here. Kind of swings back and forth with the piece of luggage. Alright, down below here we have the Hollywood Tower recycling trash can for bottles and cans. I believe that's a WDI exclusive pin. I think it's like LE250, honestly. Over here we have a California Adventure exclusive open edition. Next, this was from a mystery box set. It's kind of a mashup between the Tower, Mansion, and Maleficent. I put it in with this collection though, since there is a tower in the background. Next here, this is a pretty cool Goofy pin with the HTH and multiple dangle elements. You have the piece of luggage, do not disturb sign, and then an old school telephone. This one came out in 2014, I believe. It was part of the Good Luck, Bad Luck pin collection. And it says, "Good luck, your room is ready." And then you slide them over, it says, "Bad luck, it's on the 13th floor." Alright, below that we have one of the Diorama Pins. You can see here, it's kind of pops out. And it features Donald Duck as the bellhop, and then you have Mickey and Minnie in the elevator car. And these doors actually slide. Over to the left we have a Goofy. This is a 20th anniversary pin for the tower. Over here we have another Goofy pin. This is actually probably one of my favorites because this is a piece of history pin. In the center right here you see that little cylinder. In there is actually a piece of the elevator cable for the attraction. Next is another open edition pin, Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror with Mickey with lightning bolts coming out of his hands. And then over here, this is a classic open edition pin. I actually think you can still find it at the parks, but it's a favorite of mine. This elevator car here moves, and yeah, it's really cool. It reminds me actually kind of the if at Walt Disney World when you're going along the highway, that the Tower of Terror Pro Motion. It's like a display in the center of the road that moves. I don't know why, it just reminds me of that. Down here, this is from a booster pin set that came out not too long ago, this year I believe, from attractions at Hollywood Studios. Here's another unique one, really skinny looking pin. I forget where this is from. I don't think it's in America. It might be Paris. This one here is kind of odd, but it doesn't even look like a Tower of Terror pin, but it is. It's part of a collection. I actually got this at last year's pin event at Disney on one of the pin trading boards. Features Goofy. And yeah, I think it's LE. It might even be an AP artist proof. Here's another cool one. It's a glow-in-the-dark feature, I believe. And you got Stitch there, Twilight Zone in the background. This one here is actually very similar to the one up top, but they are different because I think one's from California and one's from Paris. Alright, below that, another one of my favorites. This is from Tokyo. Tower of Terror with glitter embellishments. and this is one that opened in 2006. So really cool pin. Over here, here's another dangle pin, pin-on-pin design with a little briefcase. I think it's just open. I really like this pin a lot. It's another Florida pin. It was for the opening. July 22nd, 1994, and it's got this little gold thing at the bottom. I can't read what it says right now, but that's a really neat pin. Here's another cool open edition slider. This slides out. I don't know if I can get it right now, but yeah, you can kind of see what happens there. Below that is a stained glass hinge pin. Very, very cool. Another one of my favorites. Open it up, and you got Minnie on the inside. Over here to my right, this is a Disneyland Resort pin. This up here is actually a really cool element. I believe it, yeah, it shoots lightning bolts down through whenever you look at it a certain way. So that's a cool pin there. It's got one of those gold plates at the bottom as well. Alright, moving down here. This is a really cool pin for Friday the 13th, 2009 at Disney's California Adventure. Very sad that attraction is closing soon. Below that, here is a 2016 Goofy pin. And then over here is a cool Mr. Potato Head bellhop pin. I was really looking for this one whenever the Mr. Potato Pins came out, and ended up purchasing it because I couldn't get it through opening up the mystery boxes, but I'm so happy I have that pin now. Over here, this is a really cool pin just because of the pin back. The card. This back here is just all a piece of cardboard. The only pin here is the Mickey. And I just think it's so cool having that piece of card, and he's like looking into the elevator shaft. It's really neat. And then last but not least, one of my all-time favorites, probably my favorite pin ever, is this Super Jumbo stained glass Storybook pin. Hinge pin, really thick and big. Opens up, and then you have Mickey on the inside and Goofy inside the hotel lobby. And its pin-on-pin design is on the inside as well. Just a beautiful pin. So, yeah, that is my Tower of Terror pin collection. Hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you for watching. See ya.